Hi, everyone. I'm Amy Helmstetter, Director of Sales at Jump Math, and I'm grateful to be here to help you learn a little bit more about this incredible resource for your teachers and students. In this video, we'll talk about what Jump Math is, what's different about the Jump Math approach, what are the resources, and how can I help you answer your specific questions after the video. Some context. A 2007 study conducted by economist Greg Duncan with a group of cognitive scientists found that early math skills were significantly stronger predictors of later success at school than any other skill, including reading and attention skills. A more recent study by the University of Oxford showed that adolescents who stopped studying math showed a reduction in a critical brain chemical for development that supports areas such as memory, reasoning, and problem solving. Research shows that people with poor numeracy are more than twice as likely to be unemployed as those with competent numeracy. Men with poor numeracy, irrespective of their literacy levels, are also more at risk of depression and are more likely to be incarcerated at some point in their life. There's a belief in society that you're either born with a capacity for mathematics or you're born without it. But Jump has a profoundly different approach to mathematics that embeds research from cognitive and behavioral science into our resources and approach. At Jump, we know that every student can succeed in math with teachers who use our approach. Jump Math is a nonprofit organization that empowers educators and students with research-informed print and digital resources that instill confidence and spark a lifelong love of math. JUMP is an acronym. In calling it Junior Undiscovered Math Prodigies, we're trying to underline that everyone in our society can be great at math. Our founder, John Mighton, is a mathematician, playwright, and social entrepreneur. John and Jump Math have received worldwide recognition for the mission to boost numeracy in elementary and middle school students. His most recent book, All Things Being Equal, was published in 2020 and reflects John's argument that math study is an ideal starting point for breaking down social inequality and empowering individuals to build a smarter, kinder, more equitable world. A quick number for you. There are more than 225,000 students using Jump Math in the world each year. Most are in North America. We also have quite a few in Spain, Chile, and England. In John's book, he compares Jump Math's methods to those used by grandmaster chess players for learning and mastering chess. It's through deliberate practice of mini games that grow in complexity that great chess players can truly integrate patterns they'll use to solve larger problems in more complex games. In many of our competitors' programs, you'll see that students are expected to engage with the standards in full depth right at the beginning of the year before they have fully integrated the smaller prerequisite concepts and skills. In Jump, students follow a more coherent progression in which the complexity of problems grows throughout the year. Students begin with bridging lessons on prerequisite content, and the depth of knowledge type questions increase in complexity throughout the year. Cognitive science tells us that this is a better way to learn new skills. We don't just build up complexity throughout the year in Jump, we do it in every lesson. And this right here, the structured inquiry approach to lesson building, is our greatest differentiator. In the structured inquiry method, math concepts are broken down into manageable concept pieces to limit the strain on working memory. Sometimes we call it extreme scaffolding. In each lesson, first teachers introduce concept pieces for just a few minutes, often with thought-provoking questions followed by short discussions. Students then get to practice the smaller concept pieces with exercises designed to orient student attention to growing concepts. Teachers can then assess and adjust before moving on to the next part of the lesson. A teacher might go through this cycle 10 times or so in a lesson before the goal of the lesson is fully integrated. JUMP has scores of data proving the efficacy of this approach. Check out the research tab on our website to learn more. Here on this slide, we're just highlighting one study that was funded by the US government through the Institute of Education Sciences. Let's talk about the resources. The three main pieces you'll want if you're using JUMP Math as your core material are the teacher resource, the digital lesson slides that accompany each lesson, and the consumable student assessment and practice books. You'll also want to register on the website, which is free, to access the Resource Center, which holds a ton of free classroom resources. At each grade level, both the teacher resource and the assessment and practice books are organized in two parts. The teacher resource includes lesson plans, Blackline Masters of handouts, quizzes and tests, and various other teacher supports. Digital lesson slides are a great tool to make lesson planning and delivery easier for teachers. They help teachers follow the structured inquiry model to teach the content and decrease their need for prep time, especially when teachers are teaching remotely. They're easy to modify, and they help teachers boost engagement with the kids. As for assessment, there are quizzes every 3 or 4 lessons and tests for all units in grades 1 to 8. For kindergarten, we have more developmentally appropriate assessment checklists. Through our partnership with Assessments in the US, we also have free digital quizzes, tests, and benchmark assessments for grades 3 to 8. JUMP Math is fully aligned to various curriculums in North America. Some curriculums are referenced throughout the teacher resource, and some require supplemental guides. For curriculums outside of North America, we can connect you with our partners in Spain and Chile. With all of these supports, teachers have everything they need in one place. In addition to providing various complementary professional learning pre-recorded and live webinars, we can partner with boards and schools to create customized plans. Many schools work with us to provide full implementation training for teachers to prepare them for the beginning of the year. We also have special check-ins and love to customize for schools and districts. Some of our most successful district and school partnerships have been with those who collaborate with us to plan for ongoing coaching support. This type of support might include joint planning with teachers, observations, and follow-up meetings with teachers one-on-one or in small groups. Our team of outreach managers can work with you virtually, in person, or both. As a nonprofit, JUMP Math partners with like-minded organizations around the world to provide additional resources to teachers and students. A couple of examples are the financial literacy resources that came from a partnership with the Ontario government and the digitized quizzes and tests in the US that came from a partnership with Assessments. Both of these resources are open source. Sign up for our newsletter on our website to keep up on our partnerships and other developments. And we've come to the end of our quick video here. You can see my email right there. I hope to hear from you. Thanks so much.